Hello, hello, hello. This read will be a Celtic Cross on Taylor Swift's career. Just a little look into, and this will be my last for a moment on her because I don't want to like spy on her private stuff. It's not ethical tarot. And since I already did one on her and Travis, this will be my second and last for the time being. I appreciate the request, but I am not here to like spy on celebrities and stuff. So then, number one, the situation about her career at the moment, and I always have two cards for context. So, the burden of success, literally speaking. Is it visible? Oh yeah. Also, I'm using a new microphone set that is like clip on me and on in the camera, and so I hope the sound will be better, clearer, smoother, everything. And also, I apologize. There will be noise in the background. They're doing work on the other side of the street. So then, present situation. She's successful. She's acclaimed. She's victorious, but it's also a burden and stressful and heavy, and she feels alone in this, whereas in some aspect she's bringing the torch, metaphorically speaking, and there are like other people cheering on her. She's the only one carrying alone the whole burden, the whole stress, the whole weight of her, in her case, I would say her reputation, her music, her work, everything. Yes, I know she has staff, like she must have like some serious staff and agents and everybody behind her, but some very crucial aspect of her work ethics, her success, and because she writes her own songs, the core of her career is solely reliant on her shoulders. And so her undeniable success is also a weight and a burden because she's alone managing all of that on all fronts, but especially work and emotion and fire and inspiration, which can be sometimes stressful depending on how inspiration goes. Challenge: what is impacting or influencing her? And this could be either her mother being disappointed, dissatisfied, or her on her own being dissatisfied by something. She is not completely fulfilled with what she currently has at the moment, and there could be a wish of having a simpler, quieter, easier life where she can just sit down and appreciate what she has already done and provided, and not manufactured but like produced, like all her songs. And so there's a bit of boredom in that sense, that it's not quite exactly as happy and fulfilling and whatever she otherwise wished for, which is interesting because she is otherwise successful and acclaimed, as we all know she is, but in that heaviness, in that burden, solitude, in some aspect, especially work related, she is still at the core just a little bit unhappy and dissatisfied. Directly under her roots, the underlying and unconscious root causes is, so she had planted seeds, she wanted something, and she's still expecting a return on that has not yet come back to her. I will not dig deeper into her motives and her career, although I could. Just for me, you know what? We're gonna peek into it. So what is Taylor expecting? And of course the card fell down. And we are back at this guarding the front on her own, defending herself. It's like waiting for the cavalry, but standing on her ground alone. And so the little that I know about her, this could be related to her wanting to buy back her songs rights or something like that, because she's being defensive. She is being defensive, and she is hoping for something to come back. In both instances, it's a card of patience. She has already done the work. She has put in the effort, the time, her energy, her creative self. And now it's a game of patience and having to wait for my dogs, for the result to come in and be that sort of result that she really wants. I apologize for the noise outside. Number 4, past, where the situation has come from. Curiosity, adventure, and her own inner knowledge, or maybe a lack of communication, a lack of clarity, distorted intuition, secrets being kept about new ventures, new adventures, new possibilities, new work, and a sense of immaturity in this. So either she misunderstood her own intuition, or she kept something was kept from her in this new adventure, this new work. And although she was very curious and adventurous and ready to go, something was kept. And that is the root cause of why she is now waiting on something and being a little, oh Jesus Christ, why are they working when I'm reading? Which is why she's like dissatisfied, and there is this heavy burden on her shoulders. The strength, the resources and skills that she can draw on is to move on, especially emotionally, but have the clarity and the clear focus to move forward, to abandon what is futile and useless, that she has invested in a lot but is not bringing her back what she wants. So she needs to acknowledge that sometimes the battle is not worth fighting, and she has to have like a clear focus to leave that thing behind and seek a new project. The future possible development of the situation, and we had this card in her previous read. Work. So yeah, okay, this definitely confirms the previous read we had. Oh please, about her. So she needs to work on her dreams. Normally the 7 of Cups is illusions and delusions on clarity, clouded judgment, and all that. But in this case, associated with the 8 of Pentacles, it's her dreams, her work, her dedication, her mastery, her patience. Again, a card of patience. She needs to find strength and focus on the potential of what she can bring to the scene by keep dreaming and wishing and hoping and having options, but refining her options and her possibilities without taking too much on her shoulders that it become overburdensome and stressful. She needs to have the clarity and the action mindset to leave what is no longer serving her. If it's like a lost battle that it's useless to fight, to like stop holding on to something that she cannot defend and focus her energy on what she can master and fructify and make better and better and better at each new turn. So then, her own perspective and impact on the situation. She's thinking about her legacy, perhaps childhood memories, uh, definitely family and past oriented. So her perspective is heavily influenced by the past and her family, and I'm really drawn to this man, so her father. And so the question here, so would Taylor be this character or this here? Because like she seemed like she's accepting an offer, but I don't know, is she really sure, or she's like just like a beautiful offer and she's accepting it, but maybe she is not exactly in the full knowledge of what that implies, or she was ready to undertake something, but something was kept from her. The impact of other people and environment on the situation, solitude, and in solitude and retreat, there might be new inspiration, new insight, and especially a new potential contract or money opportunity. If she retreats herself to like find inspiration, she will definitely get inspired and she can monetize that inspiration, perhaps a new album or a new tour or something, a new concept. She's also retrieving herself to heal and find inner wisdom, which is beautiful. Shadow, hidden aspects, hopes, fears, and blind spots. And we have again the devil, which was in her previous read. So she really has to battle some toxicity or some temptation, and it's hidden, or she is hiding. Okay, either this is hidden from her, this toxic, negative energy that is binding her, or she is purposefully hiding this from everybody else. Keep it under wraps. That she has like a secret toxic trait or temptation that is always luring and pulling her back into excess and temptation and toxicity. That is sort of her, like, so she's personally fighting her own demons, but in the secret, in the shadows, in the dark of her own private space, to a point where perhaps maybe her close family is not aware of this. It's a potential. And the last card, outcome for long-term impact or resolution, clarity, and definitely new inspiration, new insight. But this time we have the clarity to better harness, to better strategize, to better direct ourselves and not just rush into action and be like tunnel vision. This is a diplomat, but also a strategist. Holy balls. And so, with both the new financial prospect and the new work as an inspiration, as in something like that drive, that motivation to do something, she can harness this to bring a new project to the table, but it's gonna be almost like a master plan or something very detailed, very strategic, very, for the time being, I feel confined and secret and reclusive, but very blueprinty and very detail oriented, very like sharp and concise, and like a many hidden little details here and there, like very rich. If she manages to like fight her demons and not give into temptation and let that rule her. So technically her career front is looking pretty nice if she can let go of whatever she is, how should I say this? So she needs to be patient for sure, but she needs to allow others to take a little bit of the burden from the weight that she carries on her shoulders alone. And she needs to reach out about this, whatever this toxicity is that is keeping her like a little dancing monkey to her toxic trait or impulses or desires, temptations, whatever is in excess that she's keeping under wraps. She needs to like go within herself and face the truth, bring this clarity so she can confront and fight it and leave it behind. She has the mental capacity to do so. She just needs that drive to like act upon it. So yeah, on the career front, it's pretty honky dory, pretty neat for Taylor. Hope this was interesting, and I will see you in a new video very soon. And I apologize for all the noises behind me.